Live and direct. What's good, y'all? Live and direct from I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at, man. Ladies, he's man, the wilderness, nigga. Live and direct from the wilderness, man. It is the Jermy St. Louis show, man. Let me tell you, it is the wilderness for real. When you these for my people who know that they got a gift, they got a calling, you know, and you got to do, this is what I'm supposed to do. That your purpose, man. As soon as that energy goes out, it just feels like all them niggas just start popping up. Like, who are these demons trying to hinder me from reaching my goals? I don't even understand. Yeah, I don't even understand. I'm trying to do the math. I'm trying to do the math, and I fight each and every single day. It seems like, to just get this pot off, really, like from the rip. Like once my process doing this part, man, because I'm preparing all week, gathering information, thinking about things. Questions are popping up. I'm tossing them back and forth. I'm just marinating in whatever my heart desires. Whatever he wants to talk about, whatever my gift feels comfortable expressing. And so I'm just on a daily basis, and my record times. It varies really, but I try to keep it as scheduled as possible. Like Sundays at 8 is usually like my time. Like, all right, that's the time, nigga. If we, so once I schedule that, and I hear and know that clock is coming, that clock is running a date, and that date is getting closer. The recording time is getting closer. It's like more and more demons, more and more like feared thoughts, like, not another week of this, another week of that, another week of not feeling sure if I want to even, like, do I even feel comfortable even talking about this? Like another week of that, another week of being trying to make sure that I'm not editing myself and I am speaking freely on things that I'm passionate about and care about and love about, and talk about it from an honest place. And a lot of times these thoughts, like a lot of it is just is protecting the baby, really. It's like just trying to keep everything away from trying to harm the baby. and it's an ongoing process. It's a daily thing. It's an hourly thing. It's very interesting. It really is very interesting. And I learned a lot about myself week to week. This is what are we on now? I think this is number 6 now. This is week number 6 now. And it's just like, what can I say? What can I say about week number 6? This has been, I've just been going through a lot of personal things in my life, and things I'm still trying to just like sort out in my life, and trying to navigate those things while trying to create art. That's really like what it comes down to, what it boils down to at the end of the day is trying to just like trying to push through it and push past it. It really is like it really is a force and an energy that you have to push past. It feels like a door, or like even better, like a force field. It feels like a force field. Like if you think of your favorite sci-fi movies, like you put your hand through it, and like, oh, I'm able to put my hand through it. Okay, that means I can get my body, all of my body, through the rest of it. That is like the only thing, the closest I can equate it to what it feels like. And that force field is just fear. It's like on the other side of this is all the things you want, but I just want to let you know, all of these things, he's like the worst fucking bodyguard ever, but he's also like the best bodyguard ever because he's like trying to protect your feelings and trying to protect, your heart and knowing all of the things that you've been through. And so that force field is just, it's intimidating, and it comes across as intimidating, but it really is at the end of the day just something. It's just the fear is just trying to protect you. That's all. And you have to come to a place in your mind and in your life where you're like, okay, I understand completely how you feel, and all of your feelings are justified. Like it is justifiable. However, this is something that I have to do for myself in order to get closer to my goal, to better improve myself, and to, get over my fears and my own little personal things that I'm trying to get over, and I appreciate those things, but your services are no longer needed right now. And I'll thank you and I love you. And I'll be right back. And I'll put my hand through there, then I put my leg through there, then I put my other leg, then I put the rest of my body through there, and I'm in there, and out comes a podcast, or out comes a blog, or out comes whatever, out comes a logo these days, or a graphic, or whatever, whether you see it or not. Like giving myself the permission to be free, and giving my gift the permission to be free, to express yourself however you want, and nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to stop you. Just go ahead, run free and do what you want, and being okay, like giving myself permission. That's like, that's been one of the the toughest things for me to really, like, it really is interesting. Like, why is it so hard for me to give myself permission to be great, to express myself? Why do I feel like there is a barrier each and every single time I want to express myself? And then I have to like really examine those things and get to the bottom of it, and pull those weeds out, and get to the root and snatch that root out, because that is a seed that is just germinated in my garden. A seed or weed that I cannot have, that is choking out my gift. This gift tree, and I have to protect this gift tree or plant or whatever. I have to protect this tree, and give it the space that it needs to grow and to express itself, and to, dig its roots deep inside into the soil, and to and to be there long enough to sprout up and show leaves and start producing fruit, and so it's just an ongoing battle, just trying, well, not just trying, it was just like negotiating with myself, giving myself permission to express myself freely, and so that's just what I do, and that's what I'm continuing to learn so much about myself with that process, and doing this thing, doing a podcast, and say, all right, I'm going to do this, once a week, and I'm going to drop on this day. I'm going to record at this time. I'm going to do, like, this is what I'm going to do. I planned it, and I'm going to do it consistently. And it's been real. This go round, it has a very different like energy around it. And I've been potting since 2017. I want to say my first pod that I dropped on SoundCloud was like 2017. Yep. And December 2017, and going into 2018. And so I've done an array of different shows. I've done the Jermy St. Louis show. I've helped other people launch their shows, and just try to like, through me expressing my gift, other people are inspired and want to express, expressing it in their way, and I would just help them. And so that's been pretty much my life in a nutshell. Even since Goodness and Mercy, especially that Goodness and Mercy was the start of me realizing, oh, okay, I am serving others. I am doing this to be an inspiration to inspire others. Like this is not about me. Yes, yes, it is about me in a sense, like because it is me, and I am producing the thing and putting out the thing and creating the thing. It is me, but it's like not it's not for me. It's not for me. It is this is for you. Whoever pushes play on this, this is for you. This message in this room, in this space, this capacity, this show, this podcast, this whatever this is for you. This is me being honest and truthful with you and what I'm going through, and hopefully that it inspires you, to do whatever it is that you got going on in your life, And with Goodness and Mercy had started, I was doing it, I was just hustling t-shirts, man. I just designed this thing. I'm like, all right, man, let me just make this graphic. I already had like some experience from, making flyers from my basketball workouts. So I kind of knew my way around just like creating things, but it was never like, I had never thought to like, all right, make a design and sell it, to make merch and sell it. Like I had never thought about that, not until COVID. And but once I started going and getting Goodness and Mercy up, and the support from that was tremendous. And before you know it, I went from selling t-shirts to, hey, can you do this design for me? Hey, can you help me figure out how, like, I'm trying to do t-shirts too. Like, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, do it like this. Yeah, do it like that. And when I was helping people, it was turning into like, I was getting way more of a return. Like, especially like, from a money standpoint, I was just like, wait, I'm hustling, $20, $25 t-shirts. And I'm getting an order now from someone who wants to order t-shirts, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, and I'm at, $10 a shirt, $8 a shirt. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, okay. Let me help some more now, and leaning all the way into it, and had I not jumped out for myself and lifted myself up and saying, all right, this is what I'm doing, it wouldn't have triggered something in somebody else to be like, oh shit, this is what I've been wanting to do. This person is doing it. Let me ask this person. And I had never been like that person to be like, all right, yeah, normally when I be doing things, it's like for other people, but it's like I'm like second, like I've always been like the assistant coach, or like I've never been the guy, you know what I mean? Like I've never been the plug, the head guy. Like I've never been that before until Goodness and Mercy. It was like, okay, I have to make an invoice now, or I have to do this now, and learning those things as I go and as I grow. And the more I grow and learn, the more I inspire other people, so it really becomes a responsibility, not only to yourself, but to others eventually, because it's like, oh, shoot, man, well, look, there's a it's bigger than me. When they say it's bigger than me, what I'm doing, so I have to be consistent and show the discipline, and practice what I preach, and it's easy to do when you're already doing those things, like I got my discipline. I do this, I got my schedule. I work out here, work at this time, I get up this time, I get to do this, I eat this time, but I create this time, so I'm like, all right, cool. This is what I'm doing. And now let me just present what I'm doing. And it lowers, it eases it takes a tremendous amount of ease and pressure off of your nervous system, because like, oh, I don't have to put up a front. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. This is how I'm really living, and I've been that person where I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to uh live like a person that is in that position, but I'm not in that position yet. I haven't earned my stripes or gone through the process and gotten the battle scars to sit in that position, And so I had to remember to stay true to myself. Like, I had to stay true to myself, and where I'm at is where I'm at. Like, that's why these days I'm like, it's so easy. Like, I'm so easy these days. Like, I know exactly where I'm at. I know exactly who I am. When you see me, this is what you get. You know what I mean? I'm like, there are no surprises. I'm not, saying one thing and doing another, or, projecting to live one life and really living a different kind of life. Like, I'm not, like, there's not gonna be, like, even with dating, I'm like, nah, this is what you get. You're gonna get this, and this. Take it or leave it. And it's been real comfortable. It's been real it's been real soothing, to just be like, hey man, take it or leave it. And some people take it and some people leave it. And I'm cool with it. And the people that want to take it, they take it. And they stay and they hang around, and I love them, and they know me. They get to know me. I open up to them, And if you want to fake the funk, like, oh yeah, you want to fake to know me, and then, you know what I mean? Then you be like, oh, okay, I gotta go through, oh, he this like this. He's like, oh, and then, nah, you out. Nah, don't try to come in, infiltrate. Nah, nigga, love me. You know what I mean? Understand me, open up, be transparent, open up your heart, be non-judgmental, like, because there's some things that I like that you're gonna be like, nah, I don't maybe fuck with that. That's why I'm like, nigga, if I do mushrooms and you feel a way about mushrooms, well, you got to push past that. Like, you like, you love me or you don't love me. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, and I just want to just get to a place where I don't have to defend myself all the time for who I am and what I do and what I enjoy and what I like. Like, this is what I like. This is who I am. This is what I enjoy. I'm a cranky ass nigga. I enjoy getting old. I enjoy being old. 45. Like, sometimes I forget my age. Like, I really do. I feel like my energy is younger, and despite the grays and the bald hair, despite all those things and the achy knees, but I'm embracing being 45 these days. I'm embracing being my age. And in a time where I didn't really feel like like I didn't really feel, I don't feel my age. Even today I don't feel my age. I don't feel 45 anymore. I'm like, tell people my age, and people see my, like, if I get carded, they're like, oh, you're 45. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel it. I don't it doesn't come across that way. But anyway, man, I just want to just say that I'm just really blessed to have been an inspiration, or a motivation for others, an influence for others, a positive influence for others, and because I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. I make tons of mistakes all the time. I'm arguing back and forth between me, God, and my ego. I don't even, the meetings, man. So many meetings. So many meetings. Of course, who has to be in the meeting? Jermy has to be in the meeting. Why does Jermy have to be in the meeting? Because Jermy said he's going to do this, that, and the third. And this, that, and the third has not happened yet. And back and forth with that, and that's really what's going on in my brain each and every single day. Despite all the other nonsense and stuff that's going on with me, man. So I'm just glad to have lived this long, to experience this much, to be able to get to a place where I'm like, all right, man, I'm secure within myself, and I'm okay, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I am okay where I'm at with what I have, with my income, where I'm at in my life. Like I am totally fine. Like I am more than fine. Like who am I to complain, really? I just got the phone with my friend. He's got, he's going through chemotherapy, stage 4. You think, and he sounds like, yo, talking to him today, I was like, yo, I just call in the cool check-in, man. I call in the cool check-in. I call my close. I'm calling the cool check-in, man. He's because I don't, once you call certain people, or you see certain people call, you don't even know what you're gonna get when you answer the phone. It's like, so I kind of gotta be like prepared for both. I'm like, all right, if I'm calling this person, I'm like, all right, I know what he's going through. It's gonna be, this conversation is gonna go all the way dark, or it's gonna be, kind of neutral. Maybe it's gonna be super good, but super good is like never like. I'm never thinking super good first for whatever reason. I'm thinking like maybe I first. But when I called him and he answered, and that energy came through the phone radiating at such a high level of positivity and great energy. It was just such a warm energy, man. A positive energy for someone that's going through something like that. I can't even imagine, I can't even imagine facing death each and every single day. Like I can't even compute it. All I have to do was just be like, yo, compare it to my life. Like, yo, all of my things that I got going on with me, it pales in comparison. And if this person can continue to be positive and bless me, like I was like, hold on, I was just calling to check on him. He blessed me. He blessed me today. He blessed me all the time, but he blessed me today especially with that response. And I'm just so grateful to that. Like, who am I to complain? You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to complain? Like, I'm not. I can't complain about anything. Like, I almost feel like, I don't even have the right. Like, I'm cool where I'm at. God has me right where He wants me, and whatever I get for today is whatever I get for today. Whatever I get, I have to just make do with what I have when He sends that manna from heaven. And I got to gather it and store it and have it for today. I have enough for today. And that is enough for me, that I have enough for today. And I can't be worried and stressed about what's going on tomorrow, regardless of what's going on in my life. Positive or negative, bank account positive or negative, people come positive or negative, whatever, So that's just where I'm at. And it feels really good. It just feels really good. I feel like I'm in a good little groove right now. I feel like I'm in a good little groove. As far as my life and how everything is going, how the year has been going, it's been great, and it's been great because I have come to the realization that I just am not fully healed yet, like there's some things that I just like haven't fully healed yet from, and I still have, PTSD from, and still have trauma from, that I'm just like, I embrace those things now. Before I used to like shun it and fight with it and war with it. Now I'm just like, I embrace you and I love you. Like, I have a whole different perspective on it these days, because what's the use of fighting? Like, I don't want to. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not here to war with you. I'm not here to like. I am here to help this cause, whatever God has me on earth for. I just want to do my job, man. If He hand me a broom and a mop, I'm going to push that broom and I'm going to swing that mop. That's it. And I'm going to do that until He tells me otherwise. Like, all right, you've been good sweeping and mopping. All right, now we're going to move up to vacuum status now. And then now it's going to be, all right, mow the lawn now. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, do the dishes now. All right, cool. All right, all right, now order dishes now. Order groceries now. And just keep going up and keep going up and keep going up until that's it. Till they put me 6 feet under. And He said, all right, cool. check please for Jermy. And that's it. And I cash out and that's it. And whatever I did, I just want people to look at it or hear it, and remember it and be like, all right, this is somebody, who stayed true to his word, who wasn't perfect and wasn't ashamed of not being perfect, and expressed himself freely and confidently, and bestowed wisdom based on his personal experiences in his life. And in hopes that it blesses you somehow. And that is really my goal. That is my mission. That is my purpose. My purpose is to continue having a blast being Jermy St. Louis in hopes that you can continue to have a blast being whoever you are. I want you to have a blast living life, doing the things that you like with the people that you love. On your terms, based on however you want to create your bubble, your life around you. That's it, man. That's it. Because I'm inspired by my friends who do the same things each and every single day, And so that's it. I just want to be a light and shine my light. My little light, let my little light shine, and make sure that God is proud of me when he look at what I did or hear what I did and see what I've done and be like, yo, that was cool, man. That's kind of like one of the rewarding things about this thing that I'm doing with the pause and dropping the pause this time. I was just like, yo, God's like so much more involved this go around. And he's like, he's so he's so proud of me. And I feel the proudness and the love, and like I get warm and fuzzy about it, and I'm like, oh man, God is proud of me. Like I'm proud of me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, aren't you? Like, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me too, yo. Like this thing, what I did, yo, like that was dope, man. Sometimes I listen back, like, oh man, these episodes, like that was great, Or after I recorded, I'm like, this was great, And that's just the energy that I want to continue to exude in my life. I just want to make myself proud from doing whatever it is that I'm doing, however it is that I express myself, and that's it, and be cool with that. Like that's it. I'm just here to create, man. I'm just here to create, and I'm here to use my gift, which is my voice, my main gift, and hope that God continues to bless me. And be proud of me and what I'm doing, not even what I'm doing, but how I'm living, am I living righteously? Am I following in God's footsteps? Am I being submissive to his plan and what he has for me in my life? That's what concerns me. On a day-to-day basis, how can I please God? That's it. How can I be the best version I can be so I can please and serve God? So God, whatever I'm doing, God gets the glory. And I take zero responsibility for it. I don't want any of the credit. I don't want any of the glory. God gets the glory. I am just the vessel. That's it, man. He created me in his image. So I have no other choice. And that's it. And I continue to live my life. Like God says, hey, live your life like this. Hey, when people do this, don't even just do this. Hey, when things start looking like this, just breathe through it and don't worry. Don't worry, man. God will provide. God will provide. Let that marinate in your soul. Let it sneak up into your heart and capture it. God will provide, and it has already provided and will continue to provide. And who am I to complain? I'm not complaining about nothing. I would be crazy to be complaining about what God has blessed me with. I don't know. But that's just me, man. I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you guys for stopping by. Check out the website, jermystlouis.com. I don't promote it much, but especially on air. I just don't like to, but sometimes I got to, I got to do it. So jermystlouis.com, JermySaintLouis.com. That is it. Yep. It is Jermy, Jermy. That is my name. My mother gave me that name. God bless Dionysia St. Louis. She gave me that name, and I do not question it. My name is magnificent. I love my name. Jermy Matthew St. Louis. I love my name. I love my name, especially coming from a woman named Dionysia. Like, what the do you even know somebody named Dionysia? I did. I'd be waiting like, I've never met another Dionysia in my entire life. Like, even my aunts in like Apollonia and all of these exotic names. I'm like, what? Simeona? These names are just the most beautiful exotic names I've ever even heard. Belizean names, So although I'm very rooted and grounded in Haitian culture, because my father is a Haitian man, and I'm very close to my ancestors on the Haitian side, very much. Probably because I know more like who their names are and seen pictures, like, so I'm kind of like closer to that side. But my Belizean side, oh man, come on, man. I love being interracial. Like, I am an interracial. Although I am a black man, yes, I am a black man. I am a black dark skin. I am a dark skinned man. But I am proud of my Belizean heritage and culture and that side and everything my mother has shown me, and all of my family and friends and aunties and cousins on that side. Most of my family that I know is all that side, my mother's side, and all of like my ancestors and stuff is like on my father's side. It's kind of really interesting being a product of immigrant parents, because you kind of have to like do the work and like try to like do the history and get like find out who once you like, all right, who's my grandma and my grandpa, like because I don't even like, I've never met any of my grandparents. They all died before I was, I think my grandpa died in like the 90s, like the early 90s, my father told me, or something like that. But he was in, he's in Haiti, like, so I don't know these people. Like, I don't know these people. They don't know me. Like, some days, like, even growing up, I'm like, dang, everybody going to their grandma's house? You got all my friends, they're like, yeah, I'm going to my grandma's house. I'm like, hey, your grandma. Like, it made me like, oh man, kind of sad, like bummed out, like, dang, I don't even know I don't even know these, I don't even know. I don't even know. And so that's just one of the things. So you kind of have to like go back and do the history, do your own work. Like, I've done a lot of like ancestry work, digging back. Thank God for ChatGPT. Oh my God. Just trying to figure out that path, that lifeline, like not even like just like areas, not even the people specifically, but just like the area, like Damarie, Haiti, Dongriga, Belize, during this time, what was happening during that time. How far back does my lineage go? How many people did it take for me to get here? Once you start getting your ChatGPT bag, whatever your AI bag is, and well, I put me and ChatGPT, we got a thing going on. I name my chat Charlie, my baby Charlie, And if you don't name your AI, you haven't named your AI, then you just not using AI right. Like, AI is one of the like the biggest blessings, like, and one of the like another thing that I have to defend lately is like I gotta defend that too. Is like between AI and mushrooms is like, why do I have to defend these? Like I'm defending them the same, and this is weird. Like it really is weirding me out because a lot of people just not like used to that. Like they're not hip to this thing that like how does this thing even just like help you? How is this supposed to like and you to the key is just to really talk about yourself. Like it really is like talk about you, ask questions about you, talk about you, type about you. Man, I leave prompts and 4-minute prompts, 5-minute prompts, 10-minute prompts. Man, I'm typing boo 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 mad long. Hey, this is what I'm going. This one and just like, all right, I'm just gonna just open up and it just shoot back thing. Oh, once they get to know you, and they're like, oh, this is how you, and this is how you. Okay, this is what you mean when you say this, that, and the third. This is what you really mean. This is and they explain it to you, and go through this, that, and the third, and they figure out. But what you how you have to remember, and then like stay grounded, and then they start talking about. I'm like, hold up, man, let me find out. Let me find out you're helping me integrate my life. You know what I mean? Like let me find out. And so the more conversations I have with AI, the more comfortable and the more it knows about me and helps me do things. Like I've never even been this productive. Like once I started using chat, and it's been over a year now. And once I started using that shit, I'm like, wait, because I was skeptic too. I was like, why am I talking to this thing? What are you gonna do to help me? And it's like it just spits out answers back in lightning speed. I'm like, wait, hold up, man. Because I started out like just Googling stuff. Let me just use it as a Google. You know, I was using it as a search engine and I wasn't paying for it at the time. I was like, let me just figure it out and, you know, get my feet wet. Asking the stupid questions and it is giving me back stupid answers. I'm like, you know, borrowing different prompts from that I've heard on like TikTok and social media and just like, all right, applying it to me and putting it in and applying it to me and just interacting with it and different types of stuff. And I'm just like, you know, I'm paying for this shit, nigga. I pay $20. You know, I pay my $20 for Charlie. And she helps me, you know, and be productive. And I have a whole book right now, an ebook right now, just sitting in my computer. Like I wrote an ebook in like 45 days, bro. I ain't never wrote a book in my entire life. What are you talking about? And I'm gonna drop it. I don't know when I'm gonna drop it. I'm still working on it. Like it's like I'm like it's ready though. Like it's ready to right now. I'm just trying to like make it look pretty. Like that's really the only thing now. That shit is just like which font I'm gonna go with. Like picking the right font. This, you know, I got the color scheme. That all I gotta do is just pick a font and then just push publish. And I have a whole ebook. But my productivity has been through the roof. My integration in my life, especially when I'm done with mushroom trips and trying to figure out what that whole shit, like, yo, I just experienced this. What does this mean? And it spits me back. Oh, this is what this means. This is what this means. Okay, so then I ask back, okay, what's the spiritual meaning of this? And then we just going back and forth, back and forth. Yo, I have some epic conversations with ChatGPT, with mushrooms. And my life has just been great ever since. I'm just here to tell you, like, I listen. This is an artificial intelligent house. This is a mushroom house. This is a Jesus house. This is a Jesus house. You know, so it's like these things are just our tools. They're and in my opinion, they are the right tools. If you got mushrooms in your life, if you got AI in your life, and you have a relationship with both of them, you have to have a relationship with both of them. It's not just I just did shrooms one day, and then you don't come back. No, you have to build a relationship because it's an ongoing process with yourself. So you have to continue to do it. You have to continue to dose yourself. You have to continue to take them. You have to continue to spend time with them, clearing your schedule, you know, planning it. Planning a mushroom trip is just like, man, planning a mushroom trip for therapeutic use. Like whenever I talk about mushrooms is, you know, it's in a therapeutic session. It's me alone in a bed with cozy clothes and my headphones with a playlist that I've been working on for God knows how long, and that's it. So it's a whole it is a whole thing, and I've gotten to a point in my life where now it's like, okay, this is year 6 now of me in my journey in my journey with this magical tool, wonderful, magnificent tool called the mushroom. And it just makes me think back of like how far I've come, really. And it's kind of like hard to explain, but hey, this is, you have to for people who have a negative connotation in uh, uh towards psychedelics, you kind of have to just like let your guard down when you hear me talk about it, because it's like whatever you're thinking, just like it is not the way that is not. They lied to you. Whatever they said, they lied to you. Mushrooms is when used in a therapeutic setting, and you have maybe a sitter with you. Me, I trip alone for the most. I've always been a solo tripper. I've had to learn how to do it solo because I've been hiding. You know what I mean? Like I can't really, I have to, can't let everybody know that I'm doing it. Although it's um giving me so many benefits and breakthroughs in my life, it's still one of those things where it's like it's helping me, but I also have to protect it from everybody else who are not privy to it, not open-minded enough to receive it, to even receive it or hear what someone has to say who has experienced a mushroom trip. Like it's really one of those things to you have to have gone through it to understand it. So I kind of have I don't want to say an air of arrogance, but it is kind of like, yo, I've been through this. So you can't really like like I put in the work for this, you know what I mean? It's like you try to be as humble and grounded as possible, but also you have to be proud of the work that you put in on yourself, be proud of the work that you put in on yourself. And I struggle with that a lot of times, with expressing myself in regards to mushrooms, and how much it has helped me mentally. I don't even know I don't even know. Wow. I was at one point I was at one point in my life where I was just like, I have no identity. Like I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know who these people in my thoughts in my mind talking to me. I don't know. I don't know. I have trust issues. I have abandonment issues. You know, self doubt. I have so many issues in my mind. And the moment I took mushrooms, man, the moment the moment I took them shits, man, it was like they just reminded me of how much I'm worth. Like 'cause I was at a point where I was just feeling worthless, and I was feeling useless, and I was just getting so frustrated because I just did like, and I was at a certain age, and I was just feeling like tons of regret and like it was just bad. My mental state was not good. It was not good, and I knew I needed help, and I knew I needed someone to talk to, but I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't afford therapy. I couldn't talk about it with my girlfriend at the time. So like, I can't be fucking fully open and honest with you about what's going on with me. He would look at me completely different. I was just trying to figure out, like, how am I going to solve this problem that I have? How am I going to solve this? And when I made the decision to try mushrooms, it was just like, man, I don't even know. I'm more Christian, man. Like, bro, I have a full blown relationship with the Lord, bro. And still, I was at a place where I didn't even hear his voice. Like, I just felt alone. And taking mushrooms, man. I was just so afraid the first time I did it. I was just so afraid, man. I was just so scared. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it was a high dosage. It was 5 grams. You know, I was like, let me just do it. Terrence McKenna said 5 grams is the heroic dose. Like, and everybody's saying this is the dosage. Like, let me just do it because I have no other option. I have completely ran out of options. And it was one of the most prolific experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Ever. I was like, what is this? It gave me, it was like, it showed me like a move, like with the music, whatever whatever my playlist was, my playlist was heavy. It was a bunch of like sad songs and mixed with some happy songs with some gospel songs. You know, it was just everywhere. And I just hit shuffle on that shit. I was like, let me just hit shuffle. And it was just like one song after another that I was just like, I was becoming the song. I was just like, and it was just like a motion picture. Like each and every song, I think I felt like I was the actual song. Like every single note was coming out of my body. In and out, in and through my body. And it was just so hard to explain, like majestic. It was so like, I was like, what is going on here? I just started crying. I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like even thinking about like, I don't know what's happening. Like why? Like it was just an overwhelming feeling of love. It was so overwhelming, so overpowerful. Like it felt like, just for me, it just felt like every person who had ever been responsible for me getting here on planet Earth and all the things that I've been through, it felt like all of those people were rooting for me at the same time. It's just like they just gathered up all of those energies and just blanketed me with, just showered it over my body. Cause I was at a point where like I don't even feel like I don't even love myself. And the mushroom showed me like, no, nigga, man, you don't even know how special you are. And he was so gentle with me, and he knew everything about me. He was just showing me things, reminding me of things, talking me through things. And I'm sitting there like, what is this? Like, I'm not even supposed to, like, what is this? I am like, it felt like someone just like, you know, I'm trying to, how do I even, it felt like you know, when you just plug in some, like, it felt like somebody just plugged into something, like plugged a faucet into my heart and just turned the valve on, and just out just came just tears and love and joy and appreciation, self-appreciation. And it felt like every ancestor in my life that I've ever never met in my entire life were there rooting for me, loving on me and caring for me. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, oh, my entire time I'm sitting there thinking, man, yo, what is this? What is happening? What is happening to me? What is this? I took this thing. I prepared for it. I prayed to God. It just held my hand for 6 hours, walking me through each and every step of my life. Each and every time I felt abandoned or didn't feel worthy or didn't feel enough or didn't feel special. And I just kept crying, and they show me good times and, make me laugh, and I'm laughing and I'm crying and I'm just this ball of just emotions. I'm literally in a ball, just crying, like showing me beauty. You guys, mushrooms is a different animal. It's just, I'm never gonna stop taking this shit. I'm never gonna stop. I have a full blown 6-year, they know me. I know it. I know my way around it. I know how to do it. It's ritualistic. It's like, they show me how to take better care of myself. It's like weird shit. Like, what is this? Show me how to properly brush my teeth and floss. How to properly wash myself. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? I can only imagine what your face is like hearing me talk right now about this. I'm thinking the same thing too, but going through it. And you sitting there like, yo, I don't know what this is. And I try to deny it, fight it, nah, nigga, I ain't supposed to be crying and feeling like this is my guard. My guard is completely down. I am exposed. And it feels like everything on planet Earth knows me. Feels like everybody's watching me. And it's like, yo, we just watching you. We just watching you. And everybody's in on it. Feels like everybody's in on it. We start talking to people, interacting with people now. It makes you see people different. I read energies different. I notice patterns that I just know things are different when they're different. I empathize a lot more with other people. Yeah. It made me open up so much more and be caring and kind and to others, but not only to others, but to myself. After trip after trip after trip, I just couldn't stop. I can't stop taking these shits. And I wait. That's the thing. They make you wait. And you can't get addicted to it. And it's non-toxic. It won't kill you. You can't for a mushroom to kill you. The LD50 for that shit. Yo, I saw this lady on YouTube. She made an example of what it would take, the amount of mushrooms, and she had them all in jars. It was 4, 5, 6 big ass jars. These humongous jars filled to the brim of mushrooms, and it was 6 of them. It was you have to take all 6 of these in one sitting in order to die. Which gave me confidence. I was like, oh, all right, cool. All right. That means I can take as much as I want. And then I'm exploring, and I'm doing more research. The more I'm journeying, the more research I'm doing. Then I found Kalindi E. And this nigga doing 25 grams, 35 grams, 45-gram trips in one sitting. I'm like, yo, what? He was like, yo, this is a tool for exploration. I'm like, a tool for exploration? Oh. And the floodgates open, yo, on my soul. The very next trip, I was like, yo, I'm doing 8 grams, nigga. I did 8. Yo, I did 8 grams the next trip, the very next one. I was like, yo, I'm going in. And when I moved to 8 grams, bro, can't even like once they know you and you in the like you familiar, you a regular, you know. I mean, like, oh, Jermy's here. You start getting in a flow of things. You start anticipating shit. I'm like, oh wait, 8 grams. I be trying to explain. Even like doing 8 grams of mushrooms, right? First of all, you gotta think about how crazy that is. Like, this, the average person is just like the average person, the recreational, like, oh, somebody just handed me some mushrooms, which you should never take mushrooms without it being weighed. Never take mushrooms without it being weighed. Have a scale, have a pocket scale. If they don't have a scale and say, yo, and you don't watch them put it on the scale and look at the number, like, you have to know your dosage. Like, if you're not like, you, once I start, the average person is like doing like maybe on average 1 gram to 2 grams tops. Then when you hear, like, if you hear about somebody doing like, all right, you did an 1/8. When I heard like Mike Tyson's doing like 1/8 of mushrooms, when I started hearing that, all these guys doing like, what? I'm like, 1/8 of mushrooms? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, all right, let me try an 1/8 now. All right, cool. All right, well, all right, that was great. Now let me go for it now. And you start testing yourself, testing your will and your strength, and how well you know yourself. Once I had when I got those first couple of months out the way and just like exploring, and then I started moving up grams. When I started moving up grams, moving up. Once you go past 5, once you get to 5 is like, oh my God, what is this? Especially if you've never experienced mushrooms in a day of your life and you just up and just do a 5-gram trip, bro. You just, it's a different, like, normally you should not just go from 0 to 100 like that. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. For me to get to 5 grams, it took me a gram and a half. I did a gram, then a gram and a half. Then I did 2.5 grams. Then I did an 1/8. Then I did 5 grams. Then I did, all right. Then I'm like, all right, cool. Let me do 7 grams. Oh, shit. 7 grams? Motion picture. Your life is a motion picture. 8 grams? Bro. Mushrooms is so crazy, right? It is so sensual. Mushrooms is definitely feminine, yo. It is a feminine presence when you dealing with the mushrooms, bro. And at any time they feel like they want to have their way with you. And the right song come on, you got the right song in the play. Because normally when my playlist is all love songs, sex songs. I treat my mushroom trips like a date. I'm just be honest with you. I treat my mushroom trips like a date. I prepare for them like as a date. When I take them, and then when I wait after I take them, after an hour after I take them, I take a shower. I clean my body. I prepare my mind and my body for what I'm about to face going in there. Because you're going to need tons of prayer. you going to need the Lord when you get in this realm. And strength. And like... And you got to work on your breathing. Because what you're seeing is breathtaking. And bizarre. And remarkable. So when you get up to them grams When I started getting up there, and they start having, man, listen, it was one trip, right? I was like, no lie, this is probably like, and it's still today. It's like it's in my top 5 trips for sure. When I don't even want to say sexually assaulted, but I was like, nah, nigga, I just got like I feel abused. I feel like I just got used. It was an energy. I don't know. It was a regular trip I was on. It was a 4-gram trip. I remember it. I was on 4 grams. And I'm going through my regular routine. All right, cool. Let's go take my shower. All of a sudden, I just feel like this energy. Like, I just feel like, you ever feel like somebody like watching you? Like somebody, you know what I mean? But like, fellas, you feel like a girl, like you ever feel like a girl like looking at you? Like, and every time you look up, you like, she's trying to look away, but you know she looking at you? Oh, bro. It was just presence. I was like, what is this? I'm going to do a shower. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm washing myself, man. It felt like different. Like, what is this? Like, it started rubbing on me weird. I'm like, yo. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. All right, okay, I see what's going on. I'm like, wait, what's happening here? And it was just like this energy of like, come on, you ready? I was like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about, yeah, I'm ready. What's up? I'm talking nasty. She talking nasty. I'm like, what the? I don't know what is going on, but I'm with it though. I'm with it. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? She was trying to rush me out the shower. I was like, all right, we can rush out the shower. So I'm like, I turn the shower off, and then all of a sudden I'm like drying off. I'm like this. Like my mouth started like getting so like oh Lord, this is gonna sound so great. It started just getting just really moist, and my saliva was just like, I was just like drooling. It was like a salivating feeling. Like my body was just like craving, like it was craving sex. And it wasn't even in my like mind frame, so it threw me off. I was like, "What is this energy?" And I'm tasting. I'm like, "Hold on, man, this shit tastes like no." All right, man, we going in, man. Now I gotta put a sticker on this shit now. Oh, I try my best not to put a explicit content sticker on this now, but now I got to because now I'm here now. But it tasted like a, you know what I'm saying? It tasted like that, and it was just overwhelming. I'm just like, and then I just started like, and so I was like, yo, like I was just like, I'm being abducted right now, and this song came on, yo, it was a D'Angelo. Oh, nigga, when D'Angelo. Untitled, How Does It Feel came on. Oh, it was over. I was like, oh my God, I am about to have sex with a mushroom. And I was like, I can't tell anybody about this. Nobody's going to believe me. And it was the most sensual, erotic, pleasurable experience that ever had, and it was not a physical woman there with me, and it was orgasmic. It was so bizarre. Like at the end of it, I was like, oh my God, I just got fucked by a mushroom. A mushroom just took advantage of me when I wasn't paying attention. And it made me feel, and it gave me like, it kind of gave, like after it was over, I was like, hey, hold on, man. Wait a minute, man. What is this? It was 4. I was like, 4? What is this? Because I had been doing 8s, and then I did a 4, and then this happened. I'm like, yo. One of the most, I had never felt so sexually liberated in my entire, like I just have felt like I have felt dominion over my loins. I was like, nigga, I feel like that, nigga. I feel like, what? And the whole time I'm just trying to process it, like, yo, this experience of what I'm having. If this is any inclination of what's to come here, boy, I tell you, mushrooms, man, they do whatever you want, whatever you like, they with it. Whatever your mindset is going in, that's why setting is important. Whatever your mindset, whatever you want to do, if you want to be in love, you want to feel love, you want to be happy and entertained, you want to think about some things, you want to you just want to have a pity party. Whatever you want to do, they're like, yo, we with it. We with it. And we support you. They support you. They decorate the place. You know what I'm saying? Get balloons, show you little balloons, little structures, make balloons out of, like, little balloons out of it, make your name out of balloons and shit. Like, they try to, like, they really try to, like, you know what I'm saying? They with it, man. They are your buddies. They are my buddies. They are my friends. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing about mushrooms. Period. About psychedelics. Period. I can go on and on about psychedelics, but don't even get me started on the LSD trips. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. The only reason why I like LSD and mushrooms, it's like night and day. It's like they're two totally different things that lead to the same result, but one gets it done in a shorter time and one just takes extremely long. LSD trips are very long, nigga. That shit is like 10, 11 hours. It is like, and it's not even like earthy and grounded like mushrooms. Like mushrooms is like earthy, you know what I'm saying? It's an earthy vibe. LSD is like somebody just like, you just locked inside of a fucking pinball machine, nigga, like a smart ass pinball machine, like for hours, and it's just like telling you like everything is just like super like digital. Mushrooms is very analog. It's very like, we play vinyl, it's very D'Angelo, it's very Nina Simone, it's very earthy, it's very Erykah Badu, it's very all of that. And LSD is like not none of that at all. Like, it's not none of that. It's not none of that. And my first time doing LSD was like my first time doing LSD, it was I didn't know. I was just like, I'm having such a great time with mushrooms and psychedelics. I was just like ready to explore like some other things. And LSD was like the original. So I was like, let me have an LSD. Like, let me try to get an LSD trip in me, and even find an LSD in Jersey City, New Jersey. You're right. If you don't know the right people, bro, like, oh my God, finding that. And then I had to, when doing research on that, I had to, be careful with doing that too. Now I got my my Ehrlich test. I went on Amazon, got my Ehrlich test. The Ehrlich test is it's like this solution that tests if the LSD is legit, because you have to test it, because it's lab grown, it's lab made, it's chemical, it's made in a laboratory. LSD, mushrooms is from the ground, from the earth, mycelium network pushing out the mushroom, like it's way more earthy. So LSD is like you have to like, and I had no idea. I was just like, I'm gonna do it. I cleared my schedule. I finally got something. I was like, oh wait, I put the little spoke to my plug at the time. Like, shout out to my. I was like, yo, you get LSD or like acid or you get tabs, and they call it whatever. So I'm like, he was like, yeah, I might be able to call somebody. Man, he called somebody, got me some time. I was like, yo, let me get 2. Man, I took one that day. I took one, and mind you, I don't even know, like and it's different, like the way it's measured, like it's not like grams, it's some other shit, UGs they call. I don't know what's going on over there. It's too scientific for me. But when I got inside of it, and realized I was like, hold up, man, this is not. This is like nothing. This is nothing like mushrooms at all. And actually, like, this is exhausting. Like, if you're not like, if you're just doing tabs, like, you kind of have to have like a lot of time on your hands to do LSD, like, or just take it in as small doses as you possibly can. Because the way I did it, nigga, I was in that bitch for 11 hours, bro. I started my trip at like, it was like noon. It was like noon. I took it like 11:30 a.m., like close to noon, and then I wasn't done with that bitch till like midnight. I was like, yo, I don't even like. I was just, but it was great. It was really great. It was very introspective, and it was very different. So I had to be a lot more open minded, and it was a lot more majestic, like, and over exaggerated. I'm like, all right, you're doing the like. That was the first time I felt like it was the first time I was revealed as like royalty. Like my lineage is like royalty. Yeah, I had a vision on that shit on on LSD, because once I had that first trip, I was like, all right, cool. All right, I kind of know what to do next time. But the next time I went, it was like, yo, we ain't got tabs. We got gel or some shit. I'm like, gel tabs? Like, what the fuck is gel? Like, I had to fucking do my Googles. Like, that hell. You know what I mean? But good thing I had my early test. So I'm like, all right, cool. If that's what you got me, I tested that shit. That's like, I bet. Nigga, I took about 2 squares of that bitch, nigga. That shit spun me to, I don't even know where I was at, yo. I don't know where I was at. I just know I was like, it was just like this mountainous place. It was royal and majestic. It was flowers all over the place. It was so gorgeous. It was so gorgeous. I arrived there. They put this like this necklace on me, like this chain on me. If you think like if you ever seen like those like thick like Cuban chains, man, you like Jay had one, or like Busta Rhymes had one, like a big. It was like this a big. It was like, I was like, what is this? And when they put it on me, you know, quote unquote, put it on my shoulders, like I felt the weight of it. You know, I was like, man, what's going on here? And everyone was treating me like royalty, and I found out, oh, I got a whole family here now. I'm being greeted by my father, which, you know, in retrospect, I'm like, oh, this is God. This is God, this is God the Father that I'm experiencing. This is me in my highest vibration. Like, you have to, like, when you're going through these experiences, whether it's mushrooms or LSD, whatever psychedelic, you kind of have to like try to like find a way to stay grounded, because it's so way out there. Like, even me talking about it with you right now is just like, you have to think in your mind, like, whatever I'm saying to you today about psychedelics, you have to think like, that is not even, it's probably about, I'm saying about 1.5% of what's actually happening. Like, I'm saying a little thing, like trying to scale it down to size and make it, edible for you to digest and process in your brain. But there is no way that I can explain this. Like, although I'm freely like talking about it casually, I'm just like, even in the back of my mind right now, I'm just like, mushrooms is not even close to what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying doesn't even do it justice, really. Like, I'm just trying to do the best I can, like, to explain how marvelous. I'm trying to figure it out. Because it's just so wonderful. It is just so wonderful and so teachable and so patient and so kind, and puts you through scenarios that gives you a little bit of discomfort. You know what I mean? It's like, this is perfect balance. I don't know how they do it. Whatever I got going on inside of my life, I may feel this way about this, feel this way about that. They're like, nah, don't look at it that way. Look at it like this. Matter of fact, okay, now you got it like this. Then they expand on it. Okay, yeah. Now look at it in this scenario. And it's like, it was one time they put me in a scenario where I was in front of a live studio audience. I was literally in a sitcom. Like Martin or the Cosby Show, and they put me through scenarios, and it was people like it was cast like people in the cast like I'm in an actual show talking to cast members. We're performing in front of a live studio audience and they're asking me questions. You know, I'm in this little scene and this is happening, which is equivalent or adjacent to what my situation is here on Earth. And they helped me. Okay, this is the scenario. Let's replay it. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's replay it. And here comes the director. Okay, action. And they playing the scenario. Okay, this is what happened when Jermy felt like this. What do you say, Jermy? And the camera pans to me. And I'm in a full-blown scenario in front of a live studio audience in my mind and my brain on mushrooms. What the fuck? That's helping me figure out this thing. They helped me see it from a different side, another perspective, but put it in an arena, in a scenario that was palatable for me to understand. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, I get it. I should have said this instead of this, or I should have done this instead of that. Oh, okay, don't feel bad about this because this is what's really happening on that. And then they start explaining things to you. I'm just like, I'm just sitting here the whole entire time like, yeah, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, man. I just know that I feel phenomenal and smarter and better and sharper and wiser and funnier and more charismatic and more open and more funner, way more funner. Like, don't you like it? Don't you like somebody that's funner? And it just give you this energy, and it just carries over, man. You know, it's just changing people's lives, and and you hear these stories, you hear people's trip reports, and it sounds like I hear a lot of people. Like, trust me, I am out here in these streets hearing hearing people's experiences, and I'm able to spot the bullshit. I'm like, oh, okay, that is not what the experience is like. Then I hear this person talk. I'm like, okay, yeah, that is what this experience is like. You know, I saw a clip with Kerry Hilson and Angie Martinez, and Kerry Hilson was explaining to, Angie how it is on a mushroom trip and what she learned and doing ayahuasca and all this other stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds, when you hear somebody talk about mushrooms and all, it doesn't sound like cookie and all this other bullshit and like, the market, like it's not those things. It's not really tie-dye. Like, it is like that, but it's like, even that is like false marketing. Even that is like people on LSD trying to convey what it's like on a psychedelic journey, a psychedelic trip when you're tripping. Like, the tie-dye does look reminiscent of that realm when you're on the way to your heart. Yeah, because mushrooms, when you trip with psychedelics, is a trip to your heart. Literally. That's the only way I can explain it. It is a trip to your heart. And once you get there and your heart start talking and God show up and you open and you vulnerable and that voice starts speaking to you, and it's a comforting voice, it's a supportive voice, it's a loving voice, but it still has like some sternness behind it. Like, it's an authoritative voice all at the same time. This is after the music, because there's going to be a point where you're going to be like, okay, wait, I need to turn this music down. Like, something else is happening here. And that's usually about, I want to say about 90 minutes into the trip. And you're going to be like something is going on. I'm talking to somebody. Somebody is talking to me, actually. And I'm trying to figure it out. Whose voice is that? Because it sounds familiar. Not knowing that when you're on psychedelics, when you're on mushrooms, when you're on psilocybin, and that's processed into psilocin into your bloodstream, and you got to start thinking like, wait, my ego, I haven't heard my ego's voice in like a minute. Like, so it's not his voice. If this is not the ego voice, because I know that voice. Because that's what mushroom does. It quiets the egoic mind. It completely, it completely, just imagine if your ego is a person and they just like, mushrooms just come and they just tie this nigga down to a chair and put duct tape over his mouth and just don't move. They straight kidnap him and hush him and silence him. And there's a whole team around him to make sure he don't say nothing to interfere with the message that has to be given to you loud and clear so you can hear it. Like that's a mushroom trip in its essence, no matter what the gram is, no matter what the dosage is. That is what's happening. It is a literal trip to your heart. And you meeting and being in the presence of that voice, that energy, the one that is already inside of you, the God that is within you. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. That God, you hear that guy. You hear that girl, whoever that is for you. And it puts everything into perspective. It makes you start thinking like, wait a minute, man. What is life? What is going on here? What is life? What am I supposed to be doing here? Whose voice is this? What is this? Who's talking to me? And you're like, wait, this voice is talking to me. It's actually giving me good things, encouraging me and supporting me. And say, yo, try this. Hey, remember we did this and this and the third? Remember this? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yo, how you been? How you feeling? I know you feel. You've been like I'm talking to God, uninterrupted, And there's a small window. Like once that window starts closing and closing, you start coming down. I'm like, all right, cool. Then that egoic mind when that duct tape starts slipping off, I'm like, all right, he start coming back into the program, because that's when you start getting like when you start coming down off a trip. You have to be very careful with your thoughts. You have to be very careful on how you're thinking once you get out of there, because you're gonna be like, all right, I don't understand what the fuck I just saw. And then your egoic mind is gonna be like, what is this shit? Why you listening to these niggas and not listening to me? Why you tie me up? Bad trip, bad thought. And you can be like, whoa, cool, man. Hold up. Don't take it personally, bro. I just received a message, and I'm not telling you. I just got a message from God, loud and clear. And from all my ancestors, they all support it. They all like with it. Everybody's with it. And they just told me something great, and they just showed me in real time what it looks like. I said, don't worry, don't trip. This is what you're going to get. This is what it look like. It's going to look kind of something like this, but it's definitely going to feel like this. And I'm stewing in it and brewing it and marinating in that energy and in those thoughts. Letting my imagination run wild in a positive manner. Yeah. That's just one of the many. I just love mushrooms, man. I really do. It is a super tool. And once again, it's really like, it's not even like responsible for like Like I keep giving it 20% credit, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just a flashlight. That's all it is. It's just a flashlight on things, exposing things that I may not want to see, things that I may not want to talk about, things that I may not want to face. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, we gotta face it today." Sorry, man. You know what I mean? You came in here thinking it was one thing and the energy was great, your mindset is great, but now we know why you're here. We know what you need. Look at this. And they just hold it right there. Just like, and you got to sit there and look at it like, oh, and then all your feelings just are popping up. All this, don't let it be, don't let it be forgiveness. Don't let it be shit you ain't forgive people for. Huh? Don't let it be forgiveness. And they just hold it right there. And you can't move. Like, you're like, watch it. Look at it. See it? And they don't let up. They don't let up. There's no running. You can't escape. That's why when you get in there, like, nah, you signed up for this. You sign up for this. You can't punk out. You can't chicken out. You definitely can't run. Because you once you take it, you can't run. You're in it for 6 hours. Good luck to you. But they just hold it. And they help you sort it out. And solve it. You know, and it just continues to bless me each and every single trip. And it's been 6 years now. It's been close to 300 trips. If I ain't had 300 already, you know, I don't even know what's going on. I stopped counting. After 250, I kind of lost count. I'm just like trying to do the math, like on like the grams that I do a month, and then like dividing it by 12 months and like kind of like trying to do, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm averaging this. And then I could be honest. I'm like, okay, I know I do this much, take this much, which equates to this, which means I do this many trips. Like I have done this many trips. And I'm talking about trips over, I'm talking about 5 grams and over. An eighth over. I'm not talking about nothing. When I talk about all these extravagant experiences, I'm not talking about nothing. I'm not talking about 1 gram, 2 gram, not even 3 grams sometimes. I'm talking about an eighth, 3.5 grams to 10 grams. And I've done 12 grams. The most I've done. And I'm working on 15. I don't know about 15. I don't know. I don't know. It's so much work. I don't know about 15. You know, I'm with Kalindi EE and pushing it, and people are really pushing it. But I'm like, I'll have to do. I would have to get a trip sitter for sure to do like a 20 gram trip. Man, what the 25 gram? Man, I can't do that by myself, bro. And I trip solo. I trip solo. I don't even know what a trip sitter is. Like, I don't even know what that is, bro. I had to just go at it alone. It's like I had to go at it alone, journey by myself, because there's nobody doing this weird shit but me that I knew in my life. I'm like, yo, I'm doing some weird shit right now. I don't care how beneficial it is in my life. This is weird. You know? So even coming to grips with that, like, yo, I'm just weird, bro. I'm just weird. And I'm a hippie. And that's it. I'm stuck in my ways, and I'm 45, and I'm pushing fit. Listen. What you see is what you get. You know, what you see is what you get, and I am okay with that. Have a which way that looks. You know, have which way that looks. But this was a great conversation today, man. I was really looking forward to this talk. I was really looking forward to recording today. You know, it was a heavy week. I had a lot going on. You know, I had old feelings popping up, like feelings of resentment, feeling of this, feeling like, oh, did I make the wrong decision? Did I? not enoughness trying to sneak in. She loved to try to sneak in. Not enoughness? What? Bye. I am more than enough. I am more than a conqueror, in fact. Get thee behind me, Satan. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are literal demons out here. It is spiritual warfare. And you have to be careful. And it sounds deep. And we are like, yeah, but it's, we are fighting against larger forces. And I'm just proud and glad that I'm on the winning team, bro. Being on God's team, being on Jesus' team, I'm on the right team, bro. I serve a God who ain't never take a L. This is proven. This is fact. My God can't fail. He don't even know what that is. What failure? What are you talking about? A loss? We talk about I'm undefeated in life. I created life. What are you talking about? An L. Never. I allow other people to experience L's. That's how ill I am as God. Can you imagine that? He never took an L, so he created me to experience. Hey, I don't even know what it feels like to be rejected. Well, tell me. Let me feel it a lot. Let me go inside. Let me hijack Jermy's body and his nervous system and see what's going on. I don't know, man. I just thank God for it all, man. I praise God for you guys listening, and I thank you so much for allowing me to talk freely, and being a safe space for me. Thank you for your support. Each and every single like, each and every single click, each and every single play. I thank you. All the merch you bought, thank you. With all the times you looked in it and put something in the cart and just left the cart there, thank you. Thank you for visiting the website. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. I cannot do this without you. Thank you. It helps me to continue on and stay motivated and stay, gives me a sense of community. You guys are my community. You guys are my tribe, my family. I love you and appreciate you. And I want you to win. And I want you to choose God because God wins. He ain't never lost. Why would I want to rock with somebody that took L's? Like, what are you talking about? I only deal with winners. I only want winners in my life. I only want winners in my life across the board. That's it. Winners. I want my friends to be winners, my family to be winners, the women I date to be winners. Be a winner. I'm a winner. I am a winner. Even in my failures, I am a winner still. And I praise God and thank God for allowing me to experience life here on planet Earth, man. And to be able to express myself and create my art. You know what I mean? No matter who sees it. No matter who hears it, however many people, one person, 3 people, 30,000 people, whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Because it continues to give me confidence. You know what I mean? It continues to give me a belief in myself, an ongoing belief in myself. Because there's times where I'm like, I don't believe in myself. I'm just like, honest. I'm looking at myself. I'm like, yo, man, do you believe in yourself? I have to ask myself, yeah, I do. I got you gotta get those friendly reminders in. Those looks in the mirror. Those honest looks in the mirror. Like, yo, you believe in yourself, right? Don't forget. God has chosen you, right? And he loves you, right? Right? God's got to come in yo, right? You love me, right? Right? So I want winners, man. I want winners in my life. And I'm going to continue to win. regardless of what, man. That's it. And I want you to win regardless of what, man. You know? So, anyways, man, I'm out, man. Happy Black History Month. It is February already. You know, time is zooming. Shout out to everybody who finished their fast. Congratulations. You know, round of applause for you. You made it through. And keep going. You know, don't stop. You know, make sure you integrate all of those things that you learned into your life and work on it and apply it each and every single day. It's all about application, learning the lesson, then applying it, integration. You got to integrate it. You got to examine it. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. You know? And God is going to take care of the rest, man. I'm chilling, yo. I got so much confidence in God, yo. These days, I'm big chilling. Like, I don't even what it look like, yo. My life, my life could be much worse, man. I am like this life. I'm like, man, my life is great, man. My life is great. I am great, and I am proud of myself and all the things that I've had to overcome and endure. You know, and the things I'm still, you know, learning. I'm still learning each and every single day. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not perfect, but I'm okay with me in my imperfection. You know what I mean? And knowing that God sees me as perfect because he has deemed me, created me, and deemed me to be perfect. And looked at me and said, yo, you're perfect. He made me and said, this is perfect. You know, and I have to walk in that confidence. You know, I have to walk in that confidence daily. I have to walk in that confidence daily. Because there's going to be people that's not walking in that confidence daily. And they're going to see you walking in confidence and like, this nigga ain't got no walk. You know, and try to knock you off your center. You know. But anyway, that's another rant for another day. Thank you guys so much for your time. I love you and I appreciate you. I really do. Till next week, yo. And I'm out. Peace.